Why are you nervous?
First try.
He's got to do stuff today.
No, you don't. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Oh damn, well there goes like all the stuff I had planned.
Ah, shit. Curate doesn't do anything.
Just lays down
Alrighty.
and dies.
Well, there goes a lot of notes and a lot of buildup of years, but that's okay.
Lies
Alrighty.
down and dies. Alright. I am as ready as I think I can be.
Alright, Jamie, how about you?
I'm good.
Alrighty, so a quick thing about the last session that we had. Just going down a quick list to kind of hit people with it. Nadinia ended up training with the Huntresses. Quinn ended up kind of working on the lower and upper reach, helping to manage kind of the political system there and trying to get people to turn against the Red Rioters. Iris had a delightful reconnection with her year of Starcalled and was able to gather up the different Starcalled from around the world. And Skylar and Maple spent what felt like 2 years for them, but was only a couple of minutes, in the Feywild, where Skylar worked on his machine, kind of like, I think it would be fair to call it kind of an ultimate invention. And where Maple reconnected with her Feywild roots, tapped into her Fey side, and also spent time with her family there, and was able to bring a small Fey army with her. Or have one that is ready for when she calls it. Kira, we've been doing a bit of stuff in the campfire, a bit of some stuff of Kira at the school where she is kind of investigating Amadrax's old room and such, his old office, where there's a lot of evidence of him and some of the things that he was studying, some of the things that he was working on, and evidence of Hector.
Yeah, it looks like most of it predates like the current emergency.
Yeah,
but
yeah, I mean, it looks like a lot of it is them spending time in there and kind of shows a bit of their relationship.
Shooting the
You would... Huh?
Shooting the shit and all that.
Yeah. You ended up finding a bunch of different books that were strange. They were more necromancy and had a couple of, let's say, red flag words for necromancy.
Yeah.
So you have decided to go talk to Professor Vakelis.
Wrote some
who
of the
I will...
treatises.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw her picture up just so that everyone can remember what she looks like. I mean, obviously you all remember. It's only been maybe
I
3
remember.
years.
2.5 years, perhaps? We have the receipts. Fucking Jesus.
Here she is again.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Yes,
Is this the lady who had the rats?
it is.
Yep.
It is the
Yep.
lady that gave you several dead rats that were, really nasty, said that these will come to you, like, these will help you in your time of need to Iris, and she threw them out.
What a shame.
Mm-hmm. And
You know,
it's definitely
only
had
now
no
do-
consequences.
Yeah, I was like, only now in like the retrospect of the hellscape underwater do I realize that I may have fucked us a little bit with that one, and I do apologize.
How? How are dead rats gonna help us?
I don't know.
I
We
don't
will
know.
we will never know now.
It's like a point and click adventure game. We did not use the dead rats on anything.
You know, there were times they might have come in handy. You didn't have them to find out.
We will never know now.
It's fine. It's fine. We made it. We made it as far as we have. Somehow. Despite our best efforts. Oh man, I just spent like an hour writing a fucking speech for these losers. Oh boy.
So, you walk into the office and you see Professor Vikalis.
Mhm.
There's a whole bunch of undead animals and stuff in here. She is in the back of her office training a bunch of undead squirrels to jump through hoops.
Yeah.
She eventually notices you as you come closer in, and she stops what she was doing, kind of waving her hand, showing that, like, you don't really know how much of it was training if she can just control them.
Just doing it for the goof, I guess. Yeah, she's clearly uncomfortable. But, you know, gotta go into the probably
Yeah, she
smells
doesn't
pretty
say
bad.
anything, she just stares at you.
Good. Excuse me, Professor Vikalis. I have a few things to speak to you about if you have some time.
She looks at you, kind of curiously, and she comes out from around her desk, and, like, she is way taller than you. She's not close, or she's not quite Nadinia's height, but, like, she's tall. And she kind of looms over you, looking down at you, just staring unblinkingly.
Good. If that's a yes, I'll continue. I have been granted access to Ambertrax Rosalind's study. I am Kira Rosalind. I believe we've met. And he had several pieces of literature that you wrote about immortality.
Her eyes kind of narrow as she's looking at you. And then she notices something on your hand. And very quickly, like, her hand snaps out and grabs your wrist. She looks at the ring on your hand and looks to you, and she looks pissed. She had her staff in one hand, kind of leaning weight on it, and she takes her staff and points it right at your neck.
Have I done something wrong?
Amadrax, I told you this was not the way to go.
I don't think he's asserted complete control. Not since the one time it happened.
Oh, okay. And she lets you go.
That she like straightens herself back out. That obviates a couple of questions.
You should take that ring off.
I need his help.
No, he needs yours. And it's not something you should give him.
So he's in the ring then.
In the ring and in the book.
That's what I thought. Is there a way to remove him from the book and the ring?
Or give him your body. That was his plan.
Are you sure that was his plan?
Yes, he spoke about it with me in length. I told him it was immoral. Necromancers get such a bad rap, but I swear, it's always the people that just think they can use it, that don't dedicate themselves to it. They're the ones who really try to do this stuff. And she's like muttering as she like moves back towards her desk.
So there's no way to separate him from me and the book, the ring, without giving up my body specifically.
He kind of sighs.
There has to be another way.
I didn't want to say it earlier when you were here. Because you didn't have the ring. So I didn't think it was a chance. He got spooked when he saw his own death. He was young. It makes sense. I've had plenty of students come in here that whine and bemoan the fact, oh, I'm gonna die. Oh, I saw my own death. It was horrific. There's so much I want to do. It's like, oh, surely there's some way I could stave it back. And the answer's no. You die.
I haven't looked, and I don't intend to.
Good. Don't do it. I don't think he did it on purpose. I liked your grandpa. He was interesting. He also was an arrogant prick. He wasn't intending to see his own death. He probably didn't think it was ever going to come. When you take a wizard who is intensely powerful, one of the best diviners out there who thinks he can do no wrong, everything he sees will always come true, everyone's been feeding his ego since he was born, and then you tell him he's gonna die? They don't take it well.
Yeah, that makes sense. A lot of things make sense.
He just didn't. He wasn't even just like, oh yeah, I'll come back as a lich. Oh, no, no, no. He wanted the full deal. He didn't want to die at all. He was like, oh, if I come back as a lich, I can't be with Hector. I can't eat food. I can't do anything. My life will still be cut short. You see where I'm getting with this?
But nothing he said in the writings he's left for me indicate that at all.
Why do you tell the sheep it's gonna be slaughtered?
That clearly really stings her. I think he might have changed his mind Otherwise, why do I still have control?
Well, there was supposed to be some sort of ritual. She's like, listen, I work in theories. I don't do any of this shit. Theories. Alright?
Got it.
But if you had a strong enough wizard perform a ritual, well, she kind of gestures to you. I really hoped he had changed his mind, or that it just didn't work out. But the fact you have the ring, I don't think he'd have given it to you if he wasn't going to go through with it.
He did take over once.
She looks very concerned by that and says, even without, you need to get rid of that.
He saved us.
He saved his future body.
Perhaps so.
Look, you might think you know Amadrax. I'm sure that he might have left you some very touching stuff. He had a lot of people wrapped around his finger. I'm just saying, he only showed you one side of him.
Take that into advisement.
You should get rid of the ring.
I think I have some divining to do before I do that. But that's not the only reason I came here.
Alright?
There is... Do you know what the Yellow King is? You might have spoken about it with Amadrax before.
No. No, he really just talked about immortality, not wanting to die, and he's such a special, special boy.
Right. What about Reflected Gods?
Like, what?
Just that term.
Nope.
No? Well, there is an immensely powerful entity, which is probably what he saw killing him, given what is labeled as his final divination says. And it's coming to Mirai. And it's going to destroy Mirai unless I can get the aid of this college. Tomorrow morning, there will be a meeting with all of the school heads. And I was hoping you could help me.
Right.
Sorry, you peeked.
Oh, I said okay.
Just okay? You don't have any questions?
What was I supposed to? It seemed pretty cut and dry.
Okay.
What's your favorite flavor of tea?
Orange.
She just stares at you, completely unblinking.
Why would you... Never mind. Uh, I will be going to several other school heads. I was wondering if you had any advice on persuading them. Then
S is always looking for a fight.
that's evocation, correct?
Mhm.
Right. Good. I'm sure they'll also be interested in the spontaneous appearance of magic aptitude in apparently random citizens in Marai.
Ooh,
Think
we
that-
like recruiting. So I've been told. That's why I'm not allowed to go to any of the recruiting events.
I see. What a shame. That I'm sure they could learn a lot from you. All right. What about Oprix?
What about him?
Do you know why he is trying to get me removed from the school?
Oh, he doesn't like your grandfather.
That's it?
You'd be surprised. People have very simple reasons for things.
And he is the head of what? I don't remember.
Oh, he's the head of nothing. He's the vice head for divination.
Great. I don't have to talk to him then.
Nope.
Um,
Pursuler hates you.
why?
Oh, I don't know.
How do you know he hates me then?
She looks at her for a very long time and then says, I listen.
It's that bad, huh?
He broke a lot of stuff.
Oh. Remind me, wasn't Personaler the one that did things with Nivinia?
And he specifically is pissed off at you guys for during a boss fight coming in and snatching Nermal and Nermal's dad.
Yeah, that. Okay. Oh.
That's why he was super vague as to the reason why, because he can't say, they teleported in and stole away the man I was torturing and his son who came to rescue him.
Yeah, sorry, I keep getting Oprix and Personaler mixed up.
Oh
So,
yeah, it's no problem.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay. All right.
Oprix is the son of Dethel Ethel.
Right. Because everyone's related. Okay. All right. Okay. Well. Thank you very much, Professor Vacalis. You're not so bad.
Do you think I
regrets
was?
No. It's just you're a little unsettling. That's all. Frankly.
Ah. I will try to settle then.
She gives her like a thumbs up. If you'll excuse me. And I'm gonna go.
Do you need more dead rats?
No. We've settled all of our rat problems. But thank you.
Oh, wonderful. Did they come in handy?
You could say that.
Ah, you threw them out.
I didn't do anything of the sort.
It was 100% you.
No, it wasn't me. I thought.
It's because they put it in your pocket and you hated it.
Yeah, it was in your pocket.
They tried
and
to put it
then-
in your pocket,
Yeah.
which I think you
Oh
nicked.
yeah.
You were the biggest
I
proponent
think
for
it was
throwing
like
it
a
out.
joint.
Mhm.
Yeah, like,
Okay.
you convinced Iris to throw it out, I think, and we both threw it over together, I think.
Okay, yeah, that might have. Okay, that makes sense too. I just didn't remember the specifics. God,
Mhm.
things have been
It's a
a long
yeah.
time. Okay, yeah. I'll go and speak to Ez.
Just walk away.
Well, yeah.
She's like, you threw it out, and you just leave.
No, it's just. Well, it. We didn't end up needing them, but we appreciate the sentiment.
Can I tell you something about divination?
Of course.
Sometimes, even if it's not true, people come up with a ray that it is.
How do you mean?
You kept them. You could always say at some point they were going to do something. At some point, they'd come in handy, and you'd say that my prediction came true. But that doesn't mean I actually predicted anything.
Perhaps.
Sometimes it's up to the person who hears it to make it true or not.
I believe you're describing a contingency, not a divination.
When it comes to the future and prediction and prophecy, sometimes there's not a difference.
I'll keep that in mind. Thank you. I have a lot to get through tonight.
What a polite way to say your field is full of shit.
Sometimes the divination says yesn't, and that's valid. Right. She'll excuse herself from this creepy lady's domain.
Yep, she stares at you the entire time as you leave,
Yay.
as do all of her undead animals.
No.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Actually, I probably ought to go and talk to Purseler. Because he might have bad things to say. Yeah. Because if alright, the evokers probably want to blow stuff up, that's gonna be easy. So I'm gonna go and try to find Purseler.
Mm. Roll me. Basically, gonna do just like a luck roll to see
Okay.
if he's in his office. So roll a d20 and you want to get above a 10.
That is a 2.
Then nope, he's not there.
Whoa.
Alright.
Check the toilet. Check the potty.
What?
Walk into the men's restroom. It's fine. You're a wizard.
Yeah. Where else would he be? Like, he's either there or, like, maybe in the lab. Or maybe he's
We're
going
in
out
bed.
to a nice cafe
We're
for
teaching.
brunch. Oh. Fucking crash a class. Oh my god, Kira, crash a class and school his ass. Do it.
He'd be so mad. I think he'll actually not be too difficult to persuade, despite what he thinks about us. Remind me more about the other heads that we met. If you could.
So there weren't a ton that you guys met.
Okay.
Let's see. There was Vikelis, Pursler, the headmaster, Beldier, and Ez. Those were the 4 that you guys met.
Okay. Okay. In that case, I'm gonna go and try to see the headmaster again, because he needs to know what's going on with Amatrax. I'm gonna go tattle.
Child, my grandfather has corrupted me.
Halep.
You go find the headmaster. He is chilling in his office, playing a 3D, was it the Dragon Ante chess
Dragon
thing?
chess.
Yeah. With no one. It looks like there's some sort of spell on the chess set that's playing against him.
Right. Excuse me, headmaster. I've learned some things that are very important that we need to discuss.
Is this related to the meeting tomorrow?
No. Kind of. No. Sorry. It regards to Amatrax. She like looks at the ring on her hand, like. Doesn't do anything, does it?
Nope, the ring doesn't do anything.
Okay. You see, after speaking with Professor Vikelis, we are both convinced that Amatrax Rosalind is, though not dead, he is contained within 2 objects. She proffers her book and holds up her finger. Just flips them off. It would be funny if you wanted to. That can ignore any reaction. Sorry, muted.
He looks at your ring and says, "He's in jewelry."
And a book. My spell book.
Okay.
Specifically.
That's it. Why is he in there?
He was attempting to obtain immortality.
How?
Apparently. By transferring his being through these 2 objects into me. Or so Professor Vikelis believes. So that he might not die. It has also occurred once before that he assumed control of my body.
I'm sorry?
Right. So, in that case, I don't believe it is possible to bring him forth for the meeting tomorrow. That's why it's tangentially related.
Okay. I will start the paperwork to have. Sorry. First, he casts a spell just to see, what's going on with the ring. He looks at it, he nods, and he says, "Alright, I will let Oprix know that he is the new head of divination."
And you fucked yourself over.
Yeah, I thought so.
If you need a safe way to dispose of the ring, we would be happy to help you.
No, however, Oprix bears some animosity towards me and Amadrax. I hope that it won't affect his judgment.
Unfortunately, all I can tell you is that will be on him.
Very well. If you'll excuse me. Yeah, she'll leave.
Mhm.
Hope he's appreciative.
Well, I'm
Actually-
sure he will show you maybe at least as much appreciation that he showed his mother.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to find him, actually. Good idea.
Roll a look.
Oh boy. 9!
That's still below 10.
Sure is.
You don't find him.
Great. What time is it?
That's a good question. I was assuming you got there like around noonish or so.
Okay. So I could conceivably try again later.
I'll basically let you try twice for each person.
Okay. I would like to try to find Obrix again later. Can I roll again?
Yeah.
Okay. That's 2. Okay. Dan Purseler. I'll try to find Purseler again.
Hey, do you want to roll better?
I do. It would be nice.
Do you have inspiration? Do you have an Istis hack?
I have 2 Istis hacks, but I don't know if those are particularly what I need right now.
If you ask someone, I'll roll my own thing to see.
Yes, I will definitely ask people.
Okay. You will find out that, let's see, which one will be available.
Which of these 2 people that hate you will talk to you?
They are both in class right now.
Great. Can I wait until after class to talk to them?
It will be pretty late in the day. You might only get to talk to one.
I will speak to Obrix then.
Okay. Was there anyone else you wanted to talk to in the meantime?
I could go and meet the other heads.
Mhm.
I would like to also do that. So any of
Right,
them
the
that I
ones.
can find that are available. So I know transmutation. I know
Evocation and
evocation,
necromancy.
So
And technically divination.
divination. Yes, my good friend Oprix, the prick. Yeah. So enchantment and illusion.
Who do you want to see first?
And abjuration. So illusion.
Illusion. Alrighty. That will be. Is it
It's just a broom with a mop head.
Beep boop.
It's just
I'm
really
a
good at
person.
illusion.
Oh my god.
Here it is. Professor Hedda.
Ooh.
Hot.
There it is. Yeah. What they're up to? What are they up to?
So when you go to find him, he is doing basically a like open office thing. You see several what seem to be relatively low ranking wizards attempting different illusion magic, and he is like helping them out. He seems to be kind of soft spoken and like very like a very solid teacher when it comes to explaining stuff to new people. He seems to be very kind. He seems to like be working through with them like very slowly on it.
What is in the fucking bot? What's that?
Huh?
The bot. The
No.
something that's not a... Sorry, I was very distracted by that.
Mhm. He sees you as you come in, and he gives a very soft smile. And he says, hello, I don't think I recognize you. Are you here for some beginner elementary illusion help?
No, actually. I have... Well, I'll be presenting a proposal to the school heads tomorrow, and I was hoping I could speak to you in advance on that subject.
Let me finish up this training. I should be done in an hour, and I'd be happy to talk to you then.
Very well. I will return at that time.
He gives you a smile and a wave, and goes back to helping the students.
God, this doesn't bring back any memories of college for me. Not at all. Fuck. Yeah, I'll go and try to find the enchantment head.
Okay. Enchantment. I've had these fucking characters forever. Alright, that is Charleones.
Hot?
Oh no, all these teachers are hot.
Hot for teacher. I think that's
Man, why'd we meet all the
that's
not
title.
hot ones? What the fuck?
Hey,
Yeah, what the fuck?
Kellis was kind of hot. She's just weird.
Hey, Fakelis was kind of... So what is our enchantress doing?
When you walk in, she is in her office, and she seems to be working on a magical item that she's enchanting. It looks to be a mirror, but the reflection that it's showing back of her, is of her, but as a water genasi. She stops when she sees you and kind of looks you over for a second before hello. I don't think I have anything planned right now. Can I help you with anything?
No, I'm sorry. I was hoping that you were available to speak on a proposal that I will be bringing before the school heads tomorrow morning in advance. It is very important.
I didn't do the voice I wanted for her. I'm changing her voice just so you aren't thrown.
Okay. Let me put on my accent.
No, that's exactly it. I have like a note in here that says like speak with a southern accent, and I was like, ah, fuck, that's right.
Hell yeah.
Oh, here we go.
Sure thing, darling. Come on in.
Good.
What's your name?
My name is Kara Rosalind.
Oh, Amadrax's granddaughter. I heard about you. Your entrance caused quite a commotion. I'm sorry I wasn't here to see it.
Yes, I'm aware that it has been a bit contentious. However, that's not why I'm here. I am from Marai, and there is, well, let's say, an existential threat to Marai and what I believe to be all life on this plane, to put it simply. And I need the school's help to bolster Marai's defense against this threat. If we don't stop it at Marai, there may not be any hope left.
Alicia, you didn't come through?
No!
So I want to offer you a thing with this. You can either talk to each one individually and use your own words to kind of sway them either way, or you could also roll for it in case you don't want to describe to each and every single one of them what the problem is.
Okay. For this one, I think we can keep going as we're going. But
Okay.
yeah, I appreciate the option because yeah.
All right, Sugar. What's this big eminent threat?
Okay. Are you familiar with the Reflected Gods, or perhaps the King in Yellow? Either of those terms.
Absolutely not.
Well, and forgive me if this all sounds very outlandish. It's a kind of outlandish problem. There is let's call him a god, the Yellow King. He created this plane, or at the very least, has dominion over it. Let's say. He is responsible for the storm and the fall of West Hari. That very same thing is going to happen to Marai unless we stop.
Are you talking about the tentacles and sea elves thing?
Yes, precisely that. I'm glad that you know some of it.
All right. Well, why do you think he's going to go to Marai? What, you know?
I have divined as much.
Okay. And what do you think we can do?
I believe that by the use of spell and, well, physical might, we can repel his minions, of which he has a substantial number on Mirai, and prevent what happened to Westari from happening to Mirai. There were agents of his that accelerated Westari's fall. Likely the same will happen to Mirai, and when Mirai is consumed, I don't think anyone will be able to stop him.
What's so special about Mirai?
Mirai is isolated by the storm that surrounds the tentacles, him, or at least an aspect of him. A lot of people will die, and all of those people will feed him. That is his purpose. He feeds on life.
I'm more asking why is he going to Mirai instead of finishing off Westari?
He has followers there. Although that is only speculation. He also has enemies there, namely the Starcalled, of which I am one. As I desperately try not to mention this.
You're pretty close to getting me. I think what you really need to explain a bit more is why is he going to Mirai and what you think us going there will accomplish. I mean, it might really be a horrible and, dangerous threat, but if you can't prove that we're going to make a difference, I don't know if it's really worth going there.
You're worried about the efficacy of your efforts.
I'm just saying, from what it sounds like, it's dangerous and people are gonna die. I don't want to send my students to die unless I knew that there was a chance they'd make a difference.
I know they'll make a difference because there is no way through those storms except by magic. Or the Avondale plant, which is also magic. If anything, they can evacuate. Lower the death toll. If we can't
Okay.
stop him there, we can prevent this from becoming an even greater catastrophe.
Okay. I'm still not completely convinced on why you think it's going to be Mirai. True, the storm moved over it, and that is a pretty good omen that something bad's going to happen. But the storm didn't move over West Harry at all.
Right. Well, the storm is moving, isn't it? It's going straight in that direction.
And it might be going for somewhere past Mirai.
Like where?
It's really funny looking at the map.
There's Plith. It could circle back around and hit Flag or Taros.
Now,
And just because there is a storm there doesn't mean that a god's gonna show up. Like I said, West Hari did not have a storm over it for those tentacles to show up.
and yet the tentacles have been spotted in that storm as well.
Okay. So you want us to send our people there for evacuation purposes?
If fighting directly does not work, yes.
I think I can get behind evacuation reasons. I think if you want to sell me on them actually fighting, I'm gonna need a little bit more. But I won't be opposed to what you're saying.
if we don't stop him at Morai, there's not going to be much left.
Why? Morai's tiny.
But it's a lot bigger than the people that ended up actually dying at Westari.
I mean, I understand a bit of what you're saying, but there's still the entire rest of the world. It's bad. It would be a tragedy. That's why I'm not against the evacuation stuff. I'm just saying. I'm not really convinced when it comes to fighting that we can do anything. You're fighting. You have been talking about fighting a god with tentacles so huge it can drag an island down.
Yes, which is fine.
Fireball doesn't really work well on that. You know that, right?
I'm well aware what Fireball can do.
And you have to remember what I am. I'm enchantment. I can't exactly enchant a giant tentacle.
You can definitely help us another way.
Like evacuation.
Evacuation, rallying.
I'm still saying I'm for the evacuation. I don't see how we can help in a fight.
Fine. So you're not convinced that the possibility that they'll gain in strength from destroying Morai would make it.
There's a chance. But you haven't shown me that us fighting would actually make a difference against them.
What will convince you? If we
She
don't
gives a
fight,
smile
we'll
and
lose
she says,
always.
I can definitely tell you're not enchantment if you gotta ask me that.
No, I'm a diviner.
Mhm.
I see what's going to happen.
She chuckles a bit. You see what could happen.
I saw what's going to happen.
Oh, you definitely take after Roslyn.
Very well, I will look for support elsewhere.
She nods.
Thank you for
Do
your
what you
time.
need to.
I will. Eh. Neville Chamberlain looking ass. Alright.
What'd you say?
Neville Chamberlain looking ass. It's a history joke. Anyway. I'm gonna go and I don't know how long that would have taken.
You can go talk to Hedda.
Yeah.
Can
let's go
I
talk to him.
make
Yeah.
a suggestion?
Mm-hmm.
I am 100% on board with the premise of telling some of these people that Istis is in Morai, because as far as I'm concerned, whether we succeed or not, Istis will not be in Morai after this.
Okay, yeah, that's worth
So,
it.
like, I think if that's what we need to, if that's what you need to say to
Yeah.
convince these people that this is important, I think we lay the cards on the table. Like,
There is a rumor she is anyway, which is why the Star called her there. So it's not that big of a stretch.
Well, now that we've lost potentially the support of one of them, that
No, I think you didn't lose her. I think you might just have to tell her that more
Yeah.
directly in the meeting.
Yeah, she super wasn't against what you were doing. She was telling you what she needs to justify it. Like, she even said no matter what, she's still down for being there for evacuation purposes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, after perhaps some correspondence through stones, I can return to
Yeah.
her.
Sure, you can
Yes,
talk to
that would make
everyone
sense.
except Maple and Nadinia.
Like, hey,
Yeah,
what's
you're
up?
right.
I might need to spill beans.
You go back to her?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's gotta
She
have that supercell.
She's got an antenna. Yeah, you go back to her. She's still working on the mirror. It's now showing her as an air ganassi.
Perhaps it would help to know who is leading the defense of Mari.
Yeah.
I am a Starcalled. I serve the goddess Isis.
Mm-hmm.
And while this is a closely guarded secret, Isis is in Mari. He's going there to kill Istis.
I see. I'll need some time to think about it.
That's just all I can ask. And, you know, it's secret, of course. Thank you.
She nods.
Okay. I leave.
Do you want to roll an insight or anything?
No.
Okay.
I'm fine with that.
Just like playing, shooting your shot in the dark, huh?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think Kira has the social wherewithal.
Sure.
Because I sure
Do you
wouldn't.
mind if we speed through the next couple ones?
Yeah, I'm sorry it's taken so long.
It's okay. I'm assuming you give basically the same kind of talk, right?
Yes. And if I need
Okay.
to, I'll reveal that Istis is there.
Hedda, he is relatively on board for it, especially with the mention of Istis there. He is hesitant as well to send people into battle, or sending his students into battle, but he is definitely down for the evacuation stuff. Let's see. Ez, the goblin with evocation, she needs so much less convincing than anyone else. She thinks that the wizards here are a bunch of fucking wimps who just want to pouty about with their big books and not actually use them.
Let's blast some tentacles.
Exactly. She is super down for it. She says that you have her full support.
Yippee.
I feel like you keep trying to tell her more information, and she's like, say less.
Seriously, shut up. I have other shit to do. You convinced me.
You might die, but that's cool.
Let's see. I think Abjuration, is that the last one?
Yep.
Alright. That is this guy, Professor Rax.
I love him.
He is kind of a big goof. He is very down for the evacuation, but also seems to understand the, he actually wants to see if there's a way to move Istis, is what he wants to see.
Istis has been injured. She cannot be moved.
He doesn't like that answer. Not, he's just like,
It's like, oh, that's bad.
Yeah. But he says that, he honestly would probably, he says he's in support for you and will probably go along with what the college decides.
That's good. Okay. Let's go talk to Obrix.
Alrighty. Really quick, I want to take a break on your stuff and do something with other people. So, I have a very... Let's do a character-driven moment. I want to talk to everyone else except for Kira. And Nadine at this moment, because I think Nadine is going to come a bit later on. But for Iris, Skylar, Maple, and Quinn, I want to talk about you guys meeting up after doing some of your various things. Specifically, the meeting up of Iris and Maple. Maple, when you and Skylar come back to Mirai, I'm assuming your first place to go is the Temple of Istis, correct? Jamie?
Sorry, I was up doing something with my headphones off, and I coming back to Mirai. What?
That's okay. We're taking a quick break on Noah's stuff. Because I want to do the character interaction between you guys prepping before the fight.
Alright.
So when you and Skylar come back to Mirai, you guys were not gone nearly as long as you thought you would be.
Nope.
At least in terms of outside world stuff. So you come back to Mirai. Your sister is going to be sending a bunch of druids over to Mirai to kind of help out with stuff. As you and Skylar head back to the temple, you see a lot of people there. They all are of different races, different classes. You actually see some of the Echo team at one point. The Echo Star called. You see Lancerin, Aurelia, and Morgana. Lancerin specifically looks at you very coldly. He was the one who had been looking for, or who had been trying to arrest your father for a long time, and then you guys almost botched it up by attacking him.
Oh, yeah. I ignore him.
Yeah. But going through here, there's just so many more people. And there's like some pop-up tents and stuff outside on the grass. There's sheep walking around. You see Nadinia's wyvern is sleeping, and a bunch of the sheep are sleeping on top of it.
That's cute.
There's just so much more of this hustle and bustle of people you don't know or don't recognize, talking and walking about. And as you walk in, you hear a very familiar woman shouting, as she yells out, she says, "Enough! Enough! get this out of the way, out of the way. And she's motioning to what seems to be a ranger with his, like, gigantic fluffy bear, trying to get him out of the
God.
chapel. And it is Val.
Oh my god.
Well, look who came crawling back. Very sarcastic grin on her face.
Yeah, she looks to you and says, I have not crawled. Not even as baby did I crawl. I walked.
Mm. I forgot to check with you in DMs beforehand, but because it's been 2 years, can Maple's hair have grown to be like an indicator of time passing? Okay, cool.
You're a changeling. Couldn't it have grown anyway? Like,
True.
Don't you just decide that?
Maple has not gotten a haircut ever, not once. She just controls her hair length.
I feel like we've been fucking busy though. Like even if she would have wanted one, like with what time?
He can literally change it on a dime.
I think the answer is yes.
sorry for teasing, but
Val, kind of looks you over, Maple, and nods, and then looks at Skylar and says, What is this?
Skylar, Val, Skylar. He's my uncle.
Yeah. Hi, it's a pleasure to meet you.
Hello, Sprite.
I'm not gonna like you.
You can join one of many.
I mean, at least you own it. That's something.
She
Listen.
look. Oh, sorry, good.
No, that's it.
She looks to Maple and says, I thought you were not coming back for a while.
Oh no, trust me, it's been 2 years for us.
Ah.
There's like a kind of dead look in her eyes when she says that.
She gives you a hard look and, like, comes, like, really close to you. Like, leans in very close to you.
Alright.
You have changed. Not for the better.
I mean, you're the one who ran away, so I can't say you changed for the better either.
That was not change. That was what it was meant to be. You are much less.
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 Okay.
Iris is waiting for you. You should go find her.
Yep, she immediately just walks past Val. Nice to see you!
She reaches out and grabs your arm.
She dodges that.
Let's roll.
Alright.
Bless
In
my ass,
2
bitch.
fucking years. Is that a dex check or is that just acrobatic?
It'd be acrobatic versus her athletics.
Oh, I do not have advantage. But it's still 21.
Let's see, can she do it? Nope. She tries to, you dodge it, and she says, Iris needs more, not less.
I don't know what that means. Okay, bye.
Bitch, don't fucking make this about me right now. What the fuck are you?
How dare you bring me up? You go in. I'm just gonna say Iris is she's in kind of the common room helping to plan where people's tents and buildings are gonna be set up. You know,
I think
basically
she's-
temporary shelter for everyone. Don't worry. Hey, don't worry. Juno is there with you.
Oh,
The
great!
whole
Because I was
time.
gonna say, you just see her like fucking slumped over, like head in hand with like a giant bottle of fantasy Advil, like just right within reaching distance. Like, like the fakest bullshit smile. Like, yeah, that sounds like a. Oh, you're still talking. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll just wait another 10 minutes. Mm-hmm.
No, Maple runs over immediately and just scoops her up.
Oh my god, yeah, immediate, like the tightest hug, like you fucking bet we start making out. That's fine, and like,
That's fine.
like just all tension, like releases, like.
I see they're not
Juno's-
talking. They're
Nope.
just making
Yeah,
out.
they're
Yep.
just making out this whole time.
No.
Rita's
Okay,
just
fine, so,
staring at this like mouth agape, like
no.
it is
Listen,
the
it's
first time
tasteful.
she's been quiet.
It's good. Actually, fuck
The longer you're
It's
quiet,
tasteful.
the worse I'm imagining.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't worry about it. It's very tasteful. Iris will pull away. We're not. Look, we're respectful.
Tasteful.
Mhm.
Gross. Gross.
You're the
Negative
one that
5
said
comedy
it.
points to you.
You
No,
said it, not
negative
me.
comedy points. No. Take 1d4 psychic damage. Fuck you.
I think
Oh,
she's
okay.
psychic damage.
But I think she would kind of pull away and be like a little like not like on edge, but like can sense that something is wrong. And be like, how are you? How did it go? What's wrong?
Not much, just missed you a lot.
Oh, and I think she she clocks like the hair length, and her face just like falls, and she just goes like,
She
"What the
looks
fuck color is like?"
she looks a little bit older in the face.
Oh, I think I can she like lead Maple out to like the garden so we're not just like in front of fucking people?
Yeah, I think
Right now?
Juno like starts talking and you guys just don't listen and walk away.
No.
Oh no, Maple doesn't
No,
even
fuck
like
you.
doesn't even recognize that she's there.
So I think that means you left Skylar with her.
I don't think Skylar followed me.
Skylar, where are you?
Yeah, pick your poison, friend.
Val or Juno?
Probably Val, but Skylar would probably look for probably look for Quinn.
I think if you stay with her, she looks at you and she says, what are you good for?
Good. I build things.
Like what?
Do you know? Okay. Imagine a toy soldier, like a toy, like a figurine, right? But massive, bigger than most buildings here. You've
you
heard of
just make-
inventors.
You make
never-
ridiculously big toys that no one can use.
I mean, I can use it, and it shoots laser magic.
So you make large toys for children that children cannot use, only you.
They're not really toys per se.
You called them toys.
If I said robot, would you know what I meant?
No.
There you go. Trying to use lay terms.
So you make something no one knows.
I mean, I know what it is. And trust me, The world will know what it is after we're done with whatever's happening here.
Stay out of way, and she walks away from you.
Don't worry, I don't want to be near you. People these days. Anyway,
All right, Iris and Maple, where do you guys head off to?
I think either like our room or like the garden. I think she would let Maple lead and kind of like where do you want to go? Where do you feel most comfortable? Like you've been through some shit.
Area with less people.
Oh, your guys' room. You don't know who's in the garden right now.
Fair enough.
That's true. So I think like we would like go in, like Iris would like make sure all the blankets are like there and like make it like like light like or the little scented candle and just make it like little sporadic movements of like okay, like this is home. Like
All right,
we haven't been
calm,
home in a while.
Calm.
Calm.
You've been running ballistic. Calm down.
I think I should maybe be telling that to you. Sorry. It's and she'll like, sit down with her and be like holding her hands. How bad was it?
It wasn't bad per se. Just long.
How long?
2 years? Around about, maybe?
I think Iris just like pulls her like into like a hug and just kind of like holds her, and will just like not let go. Oh God, I'm so sorry. 2 years.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't all bad. Just most of it. Court shit
do you
is not
want-
my forte.
Oh God, tell me there was another. Did you bring some bees, perhaps?
I did
Was there
bring
at least
these,
some-
but I didn't need to use them.
Damn, we'll just have to do that for the return trip, I guess.
Not necessarily. No, it'll be fine.
I'm so sorry you had to go through that. That's a long time to just sort of put everything on pause.
Yeah, but I'm back now and it's all figured out and we have a army to come help us.
Oh shit! Like a whole an army.
Yeah, like not like a huge one, but like, a decent sized army.
Holy fucking that! You are the most remarkable person I've ever met in my entire. You. I. I mean, obviously that's great news. I'm sorry it cost you so much.
No,
do you want anything? I can whip up some cookies. We still have, I mean, nothing. It's been like 2 minutes for me, but we have, everything's still here. We can make some friendship bracelets for a minute and just sort of chill. We can have a spot of tea, a nice lunch. Are you hungry? Did you eat? Was the food okay? Is that...
Did you eat for 2 years?
Did you eat for 2 years? How are you alive?
She's panicking. Do you want McDonald's?
We don't have to
Is that McDonald's?
anything.
You have earned the fantasy McDonald's.
Knowing you, you've been probably running around with your head cut off this entire time I've been gone, so you need to just relax for a bit.
Actually, I've been doing quite a lot of sitting still and listening. I did sort of name drop you to make that bitch jealous. Sorry, wanted to ask first, but in the moment it just felt really good.
No, it's I name
um,
dropped you to get pity, so it's fine.
Oh, I think she kind of laughs at that, and she's like, "Oh, good. I'm glad that you being engaged to me can garner some sympathy from the
I
Fae.
had to go like
I
the
always
whole.
thought you could do so much better."
No, I meant like the whole. Oh, I grew up on the street. I'm like here. I can't see my fiance. She didn't come with
Oh.
me.
I'm
haven't
sorry,
seen
that was the
her.
most ruthless line ever. Don't worry, I dropped your name too to garner sympathy. Like, damn!
I didn't mean it in that way.
Damn!
No, but fucking Maple and Iris have a healthy relationship, unlike Juno and Romario. So this is funny and not resulting in a screaming match.
Yep.
But all this to say, I think what I need is for you to prioritize yourself for once. And in whichever that takes, it can be, things are falling apart a little bit over here, but I think we can spare a few hours. What would you like to do?
Sit in silence. There's been no silence besides going to visit Skylar.
I think we can do that. And I think she just kind of will just you pull Maple back and just do a little snoogle.
Yay.
God, that I'm like I am frequently horrified by so much in this campaign, and for some reason that's hitting me today. I don't know what part of my brain it's tickling, but the concept of I'm gonna leave for 2 years and be in a high anxiety situation and then come back and have to fight a war. That sucks so bad.
Yup. Be outside your comfort zone for 2 years and put on performance for constantly.
Yeah, I think we just vibe, take a little nap, just kind of the days where you're I'm just gonna lie in bed with my partner and just kind of vibe, and we don't have to do anything, we don't have to go anywhere. It's just we're just in the moment, in comfort, just hanging out. I think that is what that is the energy that I am putting into the world for Maple right now.
Yeah,
And you.
I like it.
Mine is not that bad. I just dealt with a bitch.
Yeah,
that's fine.
If Maple had to deal with that bitch would have had a bloody nose a few times.
That's
That
true.
would be dead.
That's also
Yeah, frankly,
true.
I think that's she might die by the end of it. We might get lucky, but I think Iris is more fucked up about Istis, because she
Mm.
can't really do anything about it, and she wants to try eventually before we go fight the Yellow King, but now ain't the time for that. So her inability to act and fix something that she caused is fucking her up, but it ain't no 2 years in hell, so we're all fine.
Alrighty, Skylar,
Yes.
you want to do your thing?
Sure.
Go for it.
Probably after an hour of just wandering around trying to find people, he finally goes up to that one crazy lady. Just like, hey, have you seen Maple or Iris anywhere?
It's like a little pixie. Oh my gosh! I didn't know we had Starcall that were pixies. You
Well,
are
I'm not a
so
Starcall.
cute.
I'm not a star.
Oh my god! I love your
You are not
all
listening
your
to
cute
me.
little wings. oh my gosh, Romero, look at how cute he is. And he like looks over and he nods and she's like, oh my gosh, are you lost, little fella? Do you need some help getting somewhere?
Have you seen Maple or Iris?
Oh yeah, we've seen them.
Do you know where they went?
I
Which
think I saw
direction?
Maple. Is she the one in all white that they were like making out with? I mean, that was a little PDA there, not really the most appropriate.
Oh my god.
Um,
Yeah, I think I agree with you on that one. That's odd that I'm agreeing with you. Anyway, do you know where they went?
Yeah, your
no,
niece
like I
making
super
out.
support them. I just don't need them like, in front of me doing that kind of stuff.
absolutely.
Just like back in their rooms.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
thank you.
Mabel's gonna punch her.
Have I Oh, what's that over there? He points off
Hmm?
behind her.
Yeah, she falls for that.
He walks away. In fact,
you
he
hear a
turns
gasp and
invisible if
she's
he
like,
can.
I was gonna say, you hear a gasp. She's like, oh, he disappeared. Oh my gosh. Like, pixie magic is so crazy.
Skylar's rubbing his nipples. Oh god, I hate her.
I was like,
I don't even know her, but I hate her.
less than a minute. Imagine what Iris has been dealing with.
Oh yeah.
For a whole
100%.
fucking year, I had to live with that bullshit. If my sister hadn't been fucking almost killed, I would have had to live there. Like, that would have been my job.
Ugh.
Thank
Not to
goodness.
mention, for the year you were there, her and Romero were in a will they, won't they?
Oh my god.
Disgusting.
Terrible.
Like,
Sorry,
you
so Skylar.
know, I was like, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go on.
No, I mean, you knew I was like bitching to Istis like every day. Like, can you just fucking weave them together already? I'm fucking sick of this. Like,
Either weave them together or kill one of
Like,
them.
I've
Just,
been
do one or the
trying
other.
as much as I can. Skylar, you go to the room.
He knocks because he's not dumb. Maple, not Istis. Well, could be Istis. Maple.
Beatrice.
how dare you?
Iris?
Oh my god, Maple's cheating on Iris with Istis?
Ugh.
New Istis.
Oh, she'd hate that.
I hate that. I think I would just immediately pass away.
It's Skylar, if you couldn't tell by my non-annoying voice.
Hopefully not annoying.
No, Mabel
Hopefully.
will go open the door.
Hey, can I come in? You two? Unless I'm interrupting something, I just wanted to talk to you too.
Nah, you're good.
Yeah.
We're just getting away from people.
Smart. You can't turn invisible like I can, so I get it.
Nope.
Sometimes it's nice just to disappear. Anyway, not to, I don't know how to even to say it to begin talking about this. Maple, you're the closest thing I have to a family other than Puck, but I knew your mother, and I feel like I know what she would say, and that she would be proud of you for finding someone that you love and you care about. And I'm happy for both of you. I wanted to make you something special for your engagement, and I try to not be a pessimist, but we're facing something that I don't know if we might die, or one of us or two of us, all of us might die. So I wanted to give you what I made now to kind of celebrate you, both of you. And he'll reach into his jacket, pull out these two bracelets that are green ivy, and he will like motion them over to like, can I take your hands really quick?
Oh, I'm gonna cry. Yeah, yeah, you can.
And he will place these bracelets onto your wrists, and they kind of tighten, but not too tight. And he places his hands on top of the bracelets, and blue light begins to glow from underneath his hands. And when he removes it, there's rosebuds like blossoming onto the bracelets all around it. Now I wasn't able to come back in time to help your mother, but I'm glad you were able to come back at the right time to be with the one you care about and love. These bracelets, even if you're separate, you'll be able to talk to each other, no matter the distance. Other than if you're both on different planes, that I don't know how plane travel works. But as long as you're on the same plane, you'll always be able to hear each other and talk to each other. Just in case if shit hits the fan, you two can have that one last moment together. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I'm happy for you, both of you. So, anyway, I'm not good at these things, so I'm gonna head out.
Oh no, bitch! No, bitch! It's hug time.
Yep.
Hello, it's hug time. Fuck you! You don't get to make me a real human tear up at this fucking 8:26 p.m. on a Monday and not get a fictional hug. Fuck you.
Fair. He hugs back. So. It's been a long 2 years. I know she's missed you. I missed you all, really. I'm just glad to be back. Except for that bitch out there. I don't like her at all. I don't.
Val's nice.
No, not her. The annoying
Oh
one.
God, you met Juno.
I had to talk to someone to see if they saw you guys, and I picked the wrong person.
Oh God,
Obviously.
you have full. I'm pretty sure she's teleported everyone useful here, so you have full permission to just prank the shit out of her and your fucking husband. I can't. Oh my God.
A lot of practice with pranks.
Yeah, I have met my my older brother Puck. He's a hoot. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. But yeah. So
Thank you.
you two have the bracelet of eternal bond, and you can telepathically
Communicate.
yes, sorry, thank you. Telepathically communicate with each other as long as you're on the same plane. And doesn't take a 2-minute slot, so
That's really
enjoy
cute.
talking to each other.
Hell yeah. We can
Oh my
fucking.
God.
We have a private DM chat where we can shit talk
The
people.
private DM chat.
Yes.
We can
Oh
shit
my
talk her
God.
in our heads while we talk to her.
Yes. Oh my God.
This is
Made
what
us
Iris
90
really
couple now.
needed.
Mm-hmm.
I
This
love
is
the
fucking
concept
kick-ass.
that Skylar's like, I know what Maple really needs. A way to shit talk people without anyone knowing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, Iris needs to.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
so I
love
need
it.
like a spin-off like podcast where it's just Maple and Iris shit talking like the entire D&D campaign from now on. Like we just get our own
Sure,
little
why
or
don't
like
we-
sports announcer.
Why don't we
thing.
go back and you guys can do a commentary on the whole entire thing?
Oh my
Oh
god.
my God, director's cut. Yes.
All right. What did I want to do? Oh, I have a question for you, Nadinia.
Listening.
So the weapon you picked up,
Mm-hmm.
It can become basically any type of weapon that you want.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want it to be?
Hmm.
And if you don't want it to be a weapon, which is an option, I have a couple other items or a couple other things it could be used for.
What else can it be?
So you could basically use it as a as a type of armor. Like it could be a helmet or like a leather guard or something like that, and it can give you a couple fun things based on that. It also can be modified to be a melee attachment weapon. Basically, think like brass knuckles
Okay.
that won't get in the way of your weapon fighting.
Anything else that you've got in mind?
It also can be used if you want to add it to the end of your axe as like a sharp pommel end. I'll give you an extra, basically, bonus attack with that.
I will take that. I would love to take that.
Okay. You will basically get kind of like a hilt strike, essentially.
Sure. What should I put down for the damage if I do have used damage?
I think it would be basically just a hilt strike, like with a pole arm.
Okay.
It
That's
basically
good
just
enough.
gives you the option to boost it a bit.
That's fine with me. Do I apply all the effects that the axe already has?
No, but it will be a +1 in magical.
Okay. Uh, Hmm. What about the helmet one? What does it do? Because I just realized I can already make bonus action attacks.
So basically, depending on where you would put the armor, it would give you a +1 bonus for a certain stat. Head would be wisdom, arms would be dexterity. No, wait. What are my fucking notes? Okay, this is for specifically saving throws.
Okay.
It would be head would be +1 for wisdom, arms would be +1 strength, legs would be +1 dex.
I do like the wisdom one. Yeah, I'll put it on my helmet. I'll put it on my head. Is it attunement?
It is just automatically attuned to you.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't count as a slot because you are now something else. You are linked to this thing in a way that I cannot describe.
Helm of the Valkyrie. There are hundreds, probably hello.
Can you roll me an athletics just to see how you're kind of doing with the other with the huntresses? Okay.
Me smash.
Yeah. You are doing great. Fantastic. Amazing. This place is intoxicating. It makes you feel so incredibly strong that sometimes you forget how weak you once were. It makes you forget the cellar. It makes you forget the Yellow King when you were dragged into the ocean, when you were dragged and changed It makes you forget the operating table and all the times that you felt small. You can easily see why the other huntresses choose to stay here. There's no rules that say they have to. There's no laws or anything requiring them. It's simply, why would you ever want to leave? There are some times where you forget. You forget yourself, you forget, and for a second you wonder, why am I doing other things? Why don't I just stay here and hunt and be free and without any of the worries? The huntresses, there's a kind of bond with them. It reminds you of the crew, of that kind of camaraderie that you had lost, but now you feel just immediately a part of. It's like you suddenly gained a ton of different sisters who all just work with you. You train with them, you fight with them, you hunt with them. And it just feels so natural and right. There are days you forget, and it's not until the end of the day when you are all settling down that you kind of remember. When you're all nesting together, laying in a giant pile of breathing bodies, content and rested and happy with their day, that you remember that there is something more that you are trying to do. That this isn't the end goal, that there is something else you want. You have to stop and think about those you care about, think about the reasons you have to go back, and not be dragged down into this simplistic and pure bliss. On those days when it is the most difficult, when you feel so strong, when you are the one who wins in the spar, when you are the one that takes down the prey, when you are the one that stands there triumphant and you feel this rush, this energy, this purpose and meaning, what do you think about to bring yourself back?
So she still has her pack of cards from Jack,
Mm-hmm.
and every night, she sits there and organizes them and starts assigning people to the cards to help her organize them in her mind and remember them. And then she realizes, I have a lot of people. I'm gonna have to assign a lot of cards. So she does.
I think for Nadinia, her memory and her need to collect and be organized for a lot of her life has seemed like kind of a burden. Something that she has to do and she doesn't understand why, and almost like another curse, almost like something else that she has had to try to deal with and work around and an obstacle. But with this, it is such a blessing. You think that if you were anyone else, you might have been swept away, but your memory stays clear and strong. You think that the primal urges would have washed through into a kind of chaotic mess, but your mind doesn't work like that. Your mind instinctively works against it, taking the rush of emotions and instincts and organizes them and places them and brings logic and soundness into what once was chaos. You are able to use who you are to keep yourself. How close to the day do you want to go back to Mirai?
How many days do we have?
It was, I can't remember if it was 5 or a week.
It was a week.
A week.
So 2 days before.
Okay. One second. Okay.
Can the helm look however she wants?
Sorry, what was that?
Can the helm look however she wants?
Mhm.
Alright. It is definitely Pirate Captain Matt.
Alright. Also, you can take whatever type of medium armor you would like.
I'm confused. I understand what you said, but like, yeah, I can just pick up whatever medium armor that I need.
Yeah, they have like so many different types of armor, so you basically can just get whatever you need from them.
Okay, cool. I know what I'm getting then.
And they're all made so that you can basically fly with it as long as it's not heavy armor.
Mhm. Okay, yeah. I don't know how she gets back, but she does. She does go back.
Oh, they give you an amulet that basically will let you open up a portal to and from the Beast Plains wherever you are.
Oh, hell yeah! And where does it pop me out at? Wherever I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Secondary question. Does the jail / prison have visiting hours that I can go see Jack in?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where she goes. When she gets back. That's the first place she goes. And she'll text people on her way there. I'm back. They're gonna help. Probably. Keep the children away from them.
All children in the entire place?
Yes. I imagine that's how they get new Valkyries.
No. They don't need new Valkyries.
Oh, that's even worse. So they're just easy prey. Keep the children away from them.
Well, they don't care about easy prey.
fair. But yeah, she'll send a message saying, "Hey, I'm back. Hi guys, how's it going? I missed you all. I ate a lot of things."
So, what did I want to do? Oh, real quick, I
Mhm,
want to take a quick break because I need to run to the restroom,
mhm.
and then we will hop back with Kira's stuff.
Man, did you know that you can make bacon out of anything?
Yes.
I don't know that that's true. That feels cursed to me.
If it's not bacon, you're not trying hard enough. You just gotta cut the meat right.
You have had so many different types of meat.
Yeah! Not people, right?
Sure.
Yeah! Also, I like to imagine her wings do the gargoyle thing where they're like folded up and like act as like a cloak.
So just what you do with wings always.
No! Sometimes, a lot of the time, people do the back fold.
No, I'm talking about you specifically.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, all the time. That's me. Gargoyle's great. I love it. I think my current armor is fine because it's the one I got from Belier. Unless I can get like a +2 or a +3 or something. Which I don't know how much is that gonna matter with my AC being a 17. Right. Download this one.
All right, I am back. Alrighty. Kira,
That's me.
you wanted to go talk to Oprix, correct?
Yes.
Okay. When you reach him, he is finishing up a lecture. Do you wait outside, wait by the door? barge right in.
I'll wait by the door. Make sure he sees me, though.
Oh yeah, he definitely sees you. There's an instant look of dislike. At the end of his lecture, he tells everyone to work on to read some different studies that have been published and to work on a couple different things. And he says not everyone can just be granted with innate natural talent, but with hard work and dedication, you will all rise far, far above what pure luck can give you. You are dismissed. And the students file out.
Good evening, Professor Obrix.
Good evening.
So, I have some good news for you.
I was already made aware by the headmaster.
Yes.
It is wonderful news. Please have your grandfather's things out by tomorrow.
I'm afraid there's something more important than that going on.
If not, I will throw them out.
I'll do what I can then. Tomorrow morning I will be bringing a proposal to the school. And it's very important that you listen to what I have to say.
Oh, I see. I see. Were you just hoping that by finally giving me the position I deserve, that I would go along with whatever you want?
The two are entirely unrelated, I assure you.
He gives you a smile like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah.
Listen. Did you ever have reason to doubt the veracity of Amerdex's predictions?
Yes.
Really? Despite him being a preeminent diviner.
He didn't put in the type of dedication and study that it needs to really be great.
What does that mean?
I doubt a lot of the veracity of his claims.
I see. Well, do you believe me when I divine things? Like when I divined what your letter said?
People can get lucky.
That's not luck. It's magic. You know that.
Says the child of Starkald.
Yes. I am also very lucky. Very lucky that my parents hate me and my grandfather tries to use me like a puppet.
I don't really care about your familial situation.
Yes, I know. But not everything was just given to me. And I need you to listen to what I have to say. Because I know it's true. And a lot of people will die if you don't.
Is this just about the meeting that you're having tomorrow?
It is about the subject thereof.
Why would I want to hear it twice?
Give you more time to think about it. Because despite your distaste for me, I still think that you can come to the right decision.
Roll me a persuasion.
I'm gonna roll my portents for today. just real quick. I'm gonna use the 17, so that's a 25.
Nice.
He sighs, he pulls out a watch and checks it, and just says, "Fine. Hurry up. I don't have all day."
Very well. You're familiar, I assume, at least partially, with Amerdex's interest in the Yellow King. No?
Not fully.
Would you like to be? Because it's very important.
Not really.
Okay, well, that's
I
too
don't
bad.
think a lot of what Amadrax, the terrorist, was doing was important.
Just like shrug, like, okay, great. The Yellow King is the entity that created this planet.
You're not going through, Alicia.
Did I miss something?
No, he grabbed a package outside, started doing a dance, and when I told him, mouth to put it down, he's like, "You're not saying anything."
Okay, so no. Okay. Right, where was I?
Now you're not coming through, Alex, so ha.
No, I think you said the Yellow King created the plane.
Yes,
Was the last I
sorry.
heard.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very
No, you're
much.
good.
Yeah, sorry.
The Yellow King created this plane. Let's say that's true.
Where's your proof?
My proof are in his divinations, unfortunately, and in the power he wields over this plane, which I've seen with my very own eyes. I've been to the bottom of the ocean, where he lives. I've seen the power he wields over his.
Impressive. You can hold your breath.
It was a submarine.
A what?
A submarine. That means under the water. A machine that goes underwater.
You do realize how this sounds, correct?
I think you need to brush up on the technology coming out of Taros.
Ooh, he does not look at me like that. I think you need to realize that making up little fantasy devices to take you to places that don't exist, to talk about things that aren't real, that only...
Why would I be making things up? Why would
I've
I be
asked
here if
for
I was making
proof.
things up?
I have asked for proof.
Fine, cast a
You have
spell on me. I can tell you the truth. And nothing but the truth. If that'll satisfy you more. It'll be no different than what I was going to say anyway.
Just because you believe it to be true doesn't mean it is.
Bitch!
You might have known this had you actually spent a day studying here.
I do know that. And I've confirmed
Let's
it
see.
over the past year, traveling with the Star Cult. We don't just prattle around doing nothing.
Certain newspapers in Marai would beg to differ.
Yet they didn't know where we were. That doesn't mean that we weren't doing something important.
It doesn't mean you were.
Because they weren't privy to what we were doing that wasn't important. Never mind. We're trying to save Marai. Right?
From...
The Yellow King. which I know
Which
you don't
is-
think it exists. It's a god.
That makes it hard for me to see the need to save Mirai.
The storm at the center of our world is moving. You know that, right?
Of course.
Do you know where it's going?
It's at Mirai currently.
Yeah, it's
I'm
going
aware.
to Mirai. Yes, and it's currently blocking it from travel. Do you know who was
Mhm.
responsible for the fall of Westari?
The giant tentacles and sea elves.
Yes. Unironically,
You
yes.
should watch your tone, Miss Rosalind. Just a reminder, you are now one of my students under me. This is
Right.
not the proper way to speak to the dean of your college.
I'll take that into consideration. But yes, the sea elves, servants of the Yellow King. I traveled to where they live. That's what we were doing in the submarine. That's why we were gone for weeks. I saw what they can do.
This makes a wonderful fantasy story, but I don't
I
really
was
see
there.
the
I saw it
proof.
with my own eyes.
I don't trust your eyes. You may have scored well in entrance, but you have done nothing here. To me, you are as low as a newborn, as a beginner wizard who just grabbed their book and came in.
Then issue me a challenge.
That won't prove your claims. No, I'm not letting you get the easy way out.
That's what this is about. You don't. Hi,
I don't
Cass.
believe you. And you saying that it's your eyes or your divination or any of the sort is not evidence.
Then what is divination for? If we do not use it.
Oh, we can use divination. In fact, were you most other people, I might believe it. But
Why don't
again,
you try and divine it yourself?
to me, you are just barely a wizard.
Why don't you divine it yourself?
That's not the type of divination I
Because you
specialize in.
can't?
He slams his fist on the desk. He says, "You watch your tongue, Miss Rosalind.
Then what can you do?
My divination specialties are none of your concern,
I think they're of the concern of the college.
which you are hardly a part of."
Have you predicted anything?
There are different types of divination, something that even a beginner in the first classes here would learn.
Yes, there are. You're not telling me what they are, though. I'm genuinely
Past,
curious.
present, and future.
Oh, you're a historian.
Mine specialize in the past.
Right. And so, do you believe anyone who tells you what's to happen in the future?
No,
No.
I
Why?
believe people who have evidence to back it up, who have years of experience, who have studied at the college, who have taken the classes, who have done the work behind it.
Very well. I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Gladly. Don't be late.
Don't worry, I can tell time.
Got him.
You're so sassy.
Here? What do you do?
But I can't talk to. Yeah, he said I was going to be out of time after that, so
Yep, it was either Priscilla or him.
yeah. All right, well, I have my presentation to make.
Mm-hmm. Are you going to go back to the office, or are you going to go back to your room?
Well, I'm going to go back to the office because I have to loot it for stuff, apparently.
When you go back, you see that it has been cleaned of all dust.
Right.
It looks like the methods were sent through. Are you going to spend the entire night packing things up?
No. I don't know how. Like, it's been quite a while, like trying to find the important things, but
Mhm.
like anything that belongs to the other professor, leave that.
As you start kind of cleaning up some of the stuff in here, it's a horrifically unorganized mess. As you are trying to take care of stuff and put things away and whatnot, it gets pretty late in the night. Are you going to sleep here, or are you going to sleep back in your room? There is a hammock here.
I'll sleep in him.
So I have a question for you.
Yeah.
You mentioned before that Kira usually checks her book. Was it at night or in the morning?
At night.
Maybe you should.
Okay. Pages don't usually change like that. I will put a 7th level spell into the ring.
Okay. Did you read them all?
Here, I'll read them all. Yeah, I'll read them all. Yep. Reading them. Yep. Yep. Didn't think they were all going to be changed, but okay. Yep. I trust Grandpa.
Yeah. What are you
I
gonna
fucking
do?
don't.
I
Reasonable.
trust Grandpa. I fucking don't.
Like he still has the ring on and everything.
You pump the spell in. and you feel this kind of warmth coming from it.
I think he wants you to find the ritual and perform the ritual. It's in the office.
You should do it. You should become your grandpa.
This feels like love bombing and like really manipulative. I don't trust this motherfucker at all.
I'm not commenting on if you should do the ritual. I'm saying that's what he wants.
You should do it. I'll tell you. You should do it.
I don't have the directions to the ritual anymore.
Hmm. Well, there was something kind of interesting that the headmaster said about this office, with how unorganized it was.
Yeah, it's arranged peculiarly.
Oh, who fucking took it?
No.
I don't know.
Aggressively reads things.
The headmaster runs a finger along one of the books, inspecting the film of dust. I'll send some methods here to help clean it up some. He always insisted it was organized, but I know for a fact he never remembered where anything was and would just divine for it.
Your grandpa
If you
looked like the
leave,
laziest
just look at-
motherfucker.
Just divine it. Where is the ritual?
How are you divining it?
I'll use my divination cards to cast the spell divination.
Okay.
Unfortunately, Kira thinks that he's more qualified than she is. I look under the desk.
Wow.
You look under, and for a second, you don't see anything, but you realize that there is this kind of scroll stuck to the bottom of the desk, like underneath it. You take it off, and you saw part of the ritual before. There's a torn part of it in your book. This is the full copy, and you can see that some adjustments have been made to it. Things have been scribbled out, circles changed. Someone has definitely edited this.
All right.
You want to do it?
Yes.
Okay. The ingredients needed are not that many. It requires your book, it requires candles, and it requires...
Eat some candles. Delicious candles.
Yeah, you actually eat all of it. The book, the candles, the chalk, I was about to say. You eat it all and you throw up a grandpa. That's actually how grandpas are made.
Wow.
You clear out part of the office and you draw the circles and the inscriptions of it. You gather the candles and place them and light them. The final part of this, though, is one, you think that the ring is going to need more power since it was kind of used a bit. And two, it requires you to burn the book.
I'll do what it takes.
Okay.
I'll
You
use whatever spells that I need to.
you pour in spell slot after spell slot, feeling as it goes from warm to hot to almost blistering. You put the book in the center where it's supposed to be, and you set it afire. Like the library all those years ago, you see the pages curl and burn, the ink black as it can be being eaten up as the pages turn to smolder and ash.
Years of work.
As it burns and burns, nothing happens. It burns until all that is left is a smoldering book amongst lit candles. What do you do?
Go to bed.
Do you try to, like, look at the book or anything?
I mean, I'm obviously looking at the book.
Okay. You reach out and you touch the book, and suddenly the pages, the burnt ashes, spring out and flutter. They fill the room with more pages than you initially thought were possible, more than were in the book. They fill it
The
up.
book had a pocket.
The burned pages disappear as more and more pages come out and take it. The ring on your finger gets so hot that you have to take it off. It is burning into your skin. You rip it off, and as it falls, it suddenly floats up above the book as you watch these pages start to come together, layering on top of each other, one after the other, creating in the middle a person. They
I mean, I
wear
spat at a
the
grandpa.
ring. They wear the ring. They look at you, Kira, and in their papered mouth, they say, "My dear, dear granddaughter, it is so good to see you.
I'm sorry.
You have nothing to apologize for." And he comes and he hugs you. You are swept up in this feeling. You smell the smell of like old paper and dusty libraries. As he pulls you in, there is a solidness behind it that is surprising for what you know his body to consist of. But he hugs you all the same, this warmth feeling that you've rarely gotten from family. I'm sorry to have put you through so much. I just want to say, I am so, so proud of you. And tomorrow, we are going to kick some fucking ass.
Do you think they'll overturn the decision, the Oprix?
Oh, I'll make them. I'm not dead yet.
Right. I suppose not. Of course.
Go to sleep. And by the time you wake up, this is gonna be a completely different school.
Okay.
That's suspicious.
Yeah, go to sleep and you'll never wake up because I'll be in your body. Ooh.
I'll be in your bones.
All right, no, time to hand over your character sheet. It was a good run.
Thank
I
you
s-
for
I s-
trusting me and putting your faith in me. I'll make sure you don't regret it.
Always
Man,
know.
Grandpa, the more you speak, the less it sounds good.
And he leaves. The pages unfurl into like the thin papers they are, and they slide under the door, and you hear someone shout out, "What the f-?"
All right.
And then a hush, boy, this is a place of learning. For the rustling of papers has passed.
My grandpa's a ghost.
Your grandpa's a lich.
A lich in a box.
And
I don't
I
have a
think
spell
that's where
book.
we're gonna end for tonight.
All right.
Overturn the government. Fuck the school. We need more
School's full of
band-aids for
bitches.
those paper cuts.
I hope you guys enjoyed that.
Oh,
I
thanks for
have been
bearing with me
sitting.
there.
I was really excited for it. I liked seeing Kira actually fight back. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah.
she would fight back in the beginning, and then she had all the trauma. And seeing her work back up her courage, I think, has been really important to her character.
Hell yeah.
And I have been so excited for Book Lich Grandpa for so long.
I can't believe it took me this long to figure it out, because, like, of course she's a lich. Of course she is.
I think she asked me if him being a lich in the book was a good idea literally 2.5 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah, like,
Jesus Christ.
for
Sorry, I
some
was
reason,
very. I don't like to spoil stuff to Alex. He knows almost nothing else, but I was really worried for some
Yeah.
reason about that one.
Oh, no,
for
it's
some reason it
kick-ass.
never occurred to me. It might have occurred to me before, but I might have.
No, I'm pretty sure early episodes, we 100% discussed him being like, is he a lich?
Is he in the book?
Is he a lich?
Yeah.
Like, I 100%
I mean-
remember
And then we just
having that
got
conversation.
sidetracked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he
Definitely.
wasn't dead, so.
Yeah, we weren't sure if he was
Yeah.
dead or not, so we're like, is he just like a lich?
But I'm glad that was a good payoff.
Nearly everyone's characters have been wrapping up their arcs.
Mine in paper.
Also, genuine question.
Hey, you're a wizard. Yes.
Who has the film that we filmed underwater in the submarine?
I don't know if you guys saved that.
I'm
Shit.
pretty sure it's in Kira's pocket to save it from the water. We
That's what I was gonna
specifically put
say.
in her pocket.
Yeah.
That would make sense, but I don't remember that at all.
I will go through the VOD
thought
and
we
I will
did.
fucking find it because
That's
I was
okay,
like,
I'll believe
I'm
it.
90% sure.
I believe you too, but I don't remember.
I'm gonna let you guys know probably in the pocket, but
Mhm.
like
I'm pretty sure
uh,
before we like
Abandon the submarine.
before we even got down further down deep, Nadinia put in Kira's pocket to make sure it didn't get waterborne.
yeah.
I
Because
guess
it wasn't a whatchamacallit, right?
No, it was it was a video recorder camera.
I like how you understood whatchamacallit.
I speak
No,
Persian.
Speaks Chris. Yeah.
Look! I can't express underwater picture camera
No,
thingy.
it's not waterproof
GoPro?
because I know
Yeah, there you go.
Skylar
Thank you. I
tried.
appreciate it.
Like I remember you
Yeah.
tried to be like, "Can we make it waterproof?" And Alicia's like, "It would take too long."
Which is fair.
Yeah.
Which means it has a bunch of
Yeah,
pictures
like-
of everybody inside the submarine.
Inside the
as well.
submarine and like of the water outside the submarine
Yeah,
too.
so that's proof that we
Yeah.
were in a
There's your
submarine.
fucking proof. Sorry, like I was
Yeah,
not
fuck
feeling
you.
good, so I wasn't like at my computer a lot tonight, so I couldn't
Oh.
type that or say that. during
No,
when
you're-
he was like, "Where's your proof?" And I'm like,
I
"You
am-
have it."
I'm glad you
I
brought
totally
that.
forgot.
I figured.
I definitely think a big part will be because he will come back like before early in the morning and sit down with you and maybe slightly meta remind you of all the stuff that you have.
Right, because
God,
he's
it's
been
only
there.
been 4 years of my real human life.
Exactly.
I was
Yeah,
like
that
looking
too.
Right.
It's
up.
been
like-
so long.
It has been 4 times as long, if
I
not more,
I
in real life.
I have a real picture in my phone where I fucking wrote out in color coded gel pens because it was 2020. Oh, what color does Iris turn? When her emotions were? And I fucking dug through my phone and fucking found it. And I'm like, yep, January 24th, 2020.
Mhm.
Fuck me. No
Mhm.
wonder I don't remember what fucking color anything is.
Yeah, technically, I think we started in 2019.
And you
'cause came in
joined.
late.
Yeah,
You joined.
I
after
jumped in
Christmas,
later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like January.
hmm
I actually have like a speech written out for the actual presentation.
Yes, and we will definitely
It's like
do that.
500 words long.
So,
But I am gonna
Tomorrow-
go into the VODs and look for where we put the camera.
I will say tomorrow in the game, but next time
Yeah.
we play, it will be the final day before the apocalypse.
Fuck.
So
I'm
in
not
two,
ready.
in 2 weeks,
Mhm. Yep. In 2
Mhm.
weeks.
Nope.
Sorry.
I play
Three?
the
Three.
flute. I played
the
the
next 2
flute.
weeks we're
2 weeks
off.
I
Oh my
played
God.
the ocarina. I
Oh,
played-
you want to play the Pied Pipers?
No, I
pipes that you
played
guys
the
do canonically
ocarina.
have.
Maple
no,
could
we
use
destroyed-
those.
No, please
I
don't.
have the
Please
bum
do
flute.
not.
I have the bum flute.
She can't
Please
be
do not.
magically aged.
Oh yeah, you technically
I
Oh,
can
fuck
play
yeah.
it.
Totally- Yeah, you could
That's
totally play
I
definitely
could
it.
the
play it.
only
Alright, no
curse
worries.
on it.
Yep. hmm
I believe it.
All right. Have fun in Paris.
Paris.
Thank you.
Howdy.
I'm so
I've been
excited for you.
having lots of anxiety about it, but that's
Why?
okay. I've never been international before.
Oh
so
no, you'll be fine.
thank you.
It's
Thank you. Thank
flying
you.
international
sure-
is exactly the same as flying domestic, except for you're going through a different like security.
Make sure you
The
tell
planes
your
are
credit
fine.
card company
Mhm.
and your debit
Oh, I
and
did that
stuff
this
that you're
morning.
traveling international.
Yes. Yeah, I did
because
that
they
this
will be
morning, so-
assholes and fucking close
Accounts.
your account a week after you've been there, and you're like,
yeah.
either A, you should have done this sooner, or B, you should have known I put this in.
Yeah. And like I'm bringing like I'm traveling with like 2 of my friends, so like worst case scenario, like
yeah.
if I get locked out of everything, I'll just Venmo them and whatever.
Yeah.
But like
No, there's
yeah.
you should be fine. You'll be good.
Everything
It'll be
was
fun.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.